Well, hello, Mancavers. What are we doing today? We are going to give you a little channel update because there's nothing really worth filming in one bit. So I'm just going to do a little run through what I've been up to, what I got from the auction last week, an update on the Crossley, an update on Rachel. Because, yeah, she had another operation yesterday. I will explain all. Anyhow, we're going to have a little look. We'll start. I'll show you what I got at Swaffham auction on Saturday. Explain why we aren't getting any further with the Crossley. And then what I've been doing this week outside that you guys haven't even seen yet. So keep watching. Right, let's crack on. Welcome to the Man Cave. Let the games begin. So guys, what did I get from the auction Saturday? I got 3 boxes of old bottles. I don't know why, they were £1. And for £4 I got this thing. There we go. Which I thought was a little honey hush. I thought this is a nice little thing. You know, it's belt driven. So I can run this on any little engine, any small engine will run this thing. And it's got a drill bit sharpener, or this is what I believe it is. I think you clamp a drill bit in here and then you work him backwards and forwards onto this grinding stone. If it isn't a drill bit sharpener, please enlighten me. But I think that's what this contraption is, some form of drill bit sharpener, which sits in this little post. It needs restoring. But I have several small engines, and I was like, this would be quite a natty thing. And it was only £4. Take it off this horrible RSJ, mount it on a nice piece of wood, this piece, the grinding stone, and this little drill bit attachment thing. And I think that would be quite a nice little display. I like the little oilers here. Look at them little oiling points. Look. Little oiling points. Excellent. So, yes, that's one thing we've got to be getting on with. But that's another day. The next thing you've been asking about, several of you, when am I going to start the Crossley? We have mag problems. We have mag problems, guys. Problem is, the mag does spark, but it's got to be spun pretty quickly. And I haven't got the physical strength to spin this engine over on the handle quick enough for that mag to generate a spark. Trust me, if there was a way I could put a Wyco pulse mag on there, I would. But I can't think of a way. I bloody hate mags that rely on engine speed to get to generate a spark, because you have to turn the damn thing sometimes so quickly. Maybe if the mag was spot on and I had a rewind and was rebuilt, it might be better. But at the minute, I can't turn it quick enough. So, yeah, we'll get to it. Don't worry, we'll get to it. This is actually booked in to Stradset Rally, which is in about 2 months. So I need to get this one going. What else are we doing? Tractor. Right, next week the front wheels will be coming off the tractor because the sandblasting guy who wants to sandblast, I think he's keen to get them done before, you know, yeah, he's keen to get them done. And I'll probably going to be taking the Fergie to a rally in about 5 weeks. So I need to crack on. There ain't a lot to do. I don't care about rallying the Fergie without painting it. You know, as long as I can get them wheels done and the tyres on. So, yeah, the front wheels have come off the Fergie maybe this week, possibly next. And then they're all going to Tyre Company in Kingston. The tyres taken off, then to Wispage, where my buddy is going to sandblast them for me. And then, yeah, they'll be getting the tyres put back on the machine. Right, What else are we going to be looking at? Yeah, locks, yeah. Well, before we go any further, we need to take the register to see who's out there. Do we have a Tim out there? A Tim lock? I think there might be a Tim lock watching there. Well, I had a message from Louise wishing you a very happy Valentine's Day and saying just how much she loves you. So, Valentine's Day's in a couple of days. Make sure you take that Louise out and look after her. Yes, of course, she's definitely earned it. Yes, there you go. Right, so Tim, thanks for watching, buddy. Take your lady out, get her some roses, and get her a nice basket meal somewhere. Basket meal? What, am I going back to the 80s where you had scampi and chips and a basket in the pub? You know what I mean. If not, the Hungry Horse 2 for a tenner, mate. You can't go wrong. Gets you in the good books. Right, let's get outside and have a look. Hungry Horse for Valentine's Day. I know how to treat a lady, don't I? Poor Mrs. Mancave. Right, we're outside. You see our Bamford. The mag is still in the house drying. I have my car around here, but what have I been doing? Do you remember the trailer what sat down there with the old Lister on? She looked a rough trailer. Look at her now. I've given her a paint up. I've had the wheels off. So the wheels have been off and I've adjusted all the brakes, they work. Yes, I've got to paint the wheels. I've painted the entire trailer, the entire chassis, all been painted. Painted the old mud guards and put some 1-inch boards on there. As you can see, we've got good strength, we've got supports which are in this trailer about every, I don't know, what's that, 18 inches? There's supports in there all the way across. Heavy angles along there. So yes, this trailer, she's 13.5 foot and she's going to be used to cart the Bonzer on, the grey Fergie on, or even engines on, whatever. She's a nice low loader. My mate buddy George gave me this trailer. He bought a load of engines down on it and he threatened he was going to cut the trailer up and put it in the scrap bin. I was like, nope, that trailer stays here. So she's now getting a new lease of life. When I finish this video, the holes there, I have bought some new marker lights, which I'm going to put on and wire up. They will be done this afternoon. I've got to get a skill saw and cut some 2.5-inch sections of timber to drop in them, because my boards didn't come right. They're 8-inch wide boards. The outside boards are 8-inch. The inside one's a 4-inch. But there you go. We got some fancy pants lights on there. Look at them bad boys. LED lights. That one I've got to reattach. So yes, we got some nice fancy lights on there. I think she'll be a good trailer. Ideal for what I want to do. There we go. Right. Oh, see this manky old hand winch? I've got something to show you. Couple of years ago, I was, well, maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago, I was given this winch off a buddy of mine, Super Winch 3000. He used, well, I don't know whether he still does, but he used to work at a car supermarket. And they upgraded their trailer. And they got a brand new trailer. They sold their old trailer, and before they sold it, they took this winch off. And that sat under the bench. That sat under the mechanic's bench in that way, in that working in that supermarket for years. And the boss come out one day and said, "What's our winch under there?" "Well, that's off your old trailer." He said, "Well, either take it home or chuck it out. We don't want that no more." Anyhow, that come my way. So we have a Super Winch. And yes, I do have all the, if I come here, I do have all the control cables and the switch. I have no clue if this thing works because I haven't sparked a battery onto it, but we do have the main power lead here somewhere as well. So at some point that is something we're going to have to look into as well. we're going to have to see if this winch works, you know, and yeah, we'll be good to go from there. So that's what's going on there. Plenty's going on. So where have we got to now? I think now we need to do a little Mrs. Mancave update. So, guys and guidettes, a Mrs. Mancave update. As you know, a couple of weeks ago, Mrs. Mancave had her operation and she had some tests done. She's had a CT scan of the whole body. She's had a full body CT scan done. We went for the results for that last week and it's all good. It's all clear. Rachel hasn't got cancer anywhere else at all. There was one little bit they found where she had the operation. Apparently they work in millimetre margins or something, and they like to leave a 2 millimetre margin around the area where the tumour was removed. Yeah, they have the sort of 2 millimetre margin where they like sort of clean material all the way around it, and they was 1 millimetre short of that. 1 millimetre. So, of course, that meant that that's coming really close to the sort of, you know, really close to the skin. So she had to go back in yesterday and have another small operation. That was Monday. Yeah, so I dropped her off 7:30 in the morning and she came out of there at 3 in the afternoon. She's fine again. She's fine. There shouldn't be any more operations. They've now got it all. As far as we know, they just got to send the piece they took off yesterday to make sure that is cleared. You know what I mean? They have to take so much out around where it is and send it off to make sure all around the outside is cancer free. Then they know I've got it all basically. So yeah, she's had that done yesterday. She's a bit tired and sore today, which she would be, but so she won't be on camera in this video, but she's doing all right. So there shouldn't be any more operations there. It should just be, you know, a few more sessions of chemotherapy, some radiotherapy, and hopefully she can be ringing that bell. But yes, we'll, you know, wish her all the best. Please do. So, I don't think there's a lot else we can be saying here, is there? I've covered the winch, I've covered the trailer, I've covered the tractor, I've covered the Crossley. You could be looking at this Bernard. This is another one we're going to be doing soon. The Bamford. I have a Ruston outside I'm going to be doing as well. A Lister B. Hoppercool, the one what sits on the grass now. That's going to be doing soon. And the Ruston and the Lister will be coming up for sale soon. So if you're after a Lister A, we have a Lister D on a trolley here as well. And we have a Ruston PB8. So they are all engines what will be coming up for sale very soon. It's just I ran out of room in this shed and basically it's too cold and bloody wet to be piddling around outside doing them. I need to free up some room, put the Crossley somewhere safe so I can get another engine in to work on. So yes, they will be doing. So if any of you guys are interested in them engines will be coming up for sale in the next month to 6 weeks. So yes, thank you very much for watching. Tim, take that girl of yours out. Ah, yes, make sure you do. Hungry Horse, 2 for a tenner again. Go on a weeknight. Right, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. When you hit that like button, it makes all the difference, you know. Of course, it all talks to the YouTube algorithm. And believe me, YouTube is getting hard work now. It's getting hard to earn a living on YouTube. So, yes, hit that like button. It does help tremendously. Right, I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye for now. Ah!